Whoa, what's that? What's that? Yeah, I am. I normally don't come through. Well, I don't know. Uh, I get the things on my phone. I don't know why they've been coming through lately. I've been paying attention to them more lately. Anyway, alerts from home, my hometown, New Orleans. So like yesterday, this shit is just. I saw where, okay, what I saw 14's arrested in fatal homicide, da 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 da. 14's arrested, and their mothers, their parents, whatever, turned them in. So, like, I'm like, damn, what could that be? Because you don't hear that all the time. Parents turning their children in, and then all of them turning them in. That's why I'm not saying that my children are going to be killers or anything like that. I don't. Who knows? But man, everybody had their own life. It's a certain point, even though they're your responsibility, because that's what they say. They make the rules. We just got to follow them. You know. But they're making their own choices, their own decisions. At what age? You tell me. But they make, not that old. You know what it is. It's about 13, 14, whatever. The more time creeps, the worse off it is. So it's hard to believe, hard to accept. But talking about cutting off, man, you got they okay, I just said that, but what it is, they carjacked the lady, this 73-year-old lady, which is old, but I guess it depends on you. She looked a little not in that much shape, but they jacked her in Mid City. I lived in Mid City. They was on North Scott, North Side. North Scott is just across. What is it? Is it Banks? It turned into North Scott. I lived on South Scott, so I'm pretty sure it's across Banks, or it might be cross Canal. I'm not. It's been so long. I ain't positive, but wherever it was, most likely was walking distance from where I lived. And a lot of things happened, but to drag the lady, I guess they panicked. They didn't know what they was doing. Two 15-year-old girls, a 16-year-old girl, and a 17-year-old man. They're men. They're women. 15, you're a woman. You best believe when they get through with them, they're gonna be. I mean, for this, they drugged the lady to the point where the only reason she fell off because her arm came loose from her body. Then she fell off. So she got tangled up in the seatbelt some kind of way. But I'm still just trying to figure, like, she got tangled up in the seatbelt, they threw her out, the door closed, but she still hung up in the seatbelt, and they just drive all fuck her, and she's being drugged. And they ain't stopped. They all getting that charge. That's how it is, man. You get in that fucking car with somebody, it's over with. It's all over. You did it. You in the fucking back seat. You did it too. You got to choose your company carefully. That's children and adults, man. It's just, I don't be rolling with nobody, but I mean, man, you make one wrong decision to do, just, you know, as far as I'm concerned, I guess it's the person that's in the driver's seat, but all of them in the car, they're gonna share some equal responsibility with that shit. Like I like even if you were saying, no, stop the car. Like you could have been the one pleading and crying and begging them to do the right thing. Um, but then again, it's hard to say that because you are in that car. All of y'all got in that car. You didn't go the other way. That was a hard. Y'all gonna. So they can't steal cars. They're too hard to steal now. Unless you're on a professional. You need digital shit, computerized shit. You got to spend some kind of money on something to break in cars nowadays. You could break in them, but you ain't going nowhere. You know. So they carjacking, which that ain't new, but they carjacking and then they killed the lady. Like, she got tanked. Like, that was not their intention. However, that don't mean shit. It happened. It happened. Second degree murder. Second degree murder. 14s arrested will be booked with second degree murder. Family mourns Angel wife, mother, and grandmother killed in horrific mid-city carjacking. Horrific. And it is. It don't get much worse than that. And they're saying how nice of a lady she was. Which, I guess they always do. Kind of, sort of. I don't know. But in this case, I sort of believe it, I guess. She seemed like that kind of person. And then they got a picture of them walking down the street. That looked like, man, why? Because they got cameras everywhere. A camera caught them walking down the street. The kids. Data shows that 13 people have been murdered in the last week in New Orleans. And while the number of carjackings has dipped in recent weeks, they surged overall during the pandemic. That's interesting. And data shows that the city had already seen at least 90 carjackings since the start of 2022. What the fuck is March? A car a day. It averages out to a car a day. More. Day the 22nd. Today is like, so that's more than a car a day being carjacked. 300 block of North Scott. Man, look, I'd be wanting to go back to New Orleans, but I don't know, man. It's like somebody said about Gotham or, whatever. Like who the fuck goes who goes back to hell? Shit. So they oh, that motherfucker name really is Ricky Fricky. I thought he made a mistake. The dude name is Ricky Fricky. Are you serious? Richard said, then they say Richard said, but they have Ricky Fricky right there. I guess he think that's funny, I guess. And it is. For a name. Man. Man, just Jesus. Like, how would you feel somebody did that to one of your loved ones? Like, I'm not really about no death penalty or nothing, personally, you know. Well, and I like I say, I don't think they intended it, but the penalty hey, I don't make the rules. The penalty is gonna be steep though. As a white lady, by the way, just saying. Black children, by the way, just saying. So sometimes you got to do what you got to do, because kids is killing parents, man. That ain't new. They killing them, having them set up, all kind of shit, man. So I love you, you know, but if I don't trust you, if you make it so where I can't trust, if I can't trust you, I can't trust you. Ain't no half trust with my life, my well-beings and shit, you know. Hell to the no. Protect yourself. Love yourself. Man, I had a thing. It ain't this one, but man, fuck them kids. They ain't gonna take me down. You give everything to them. Your last, your all. And to a point, ain't nothing wrong with that. But they will turn it back on you. They will drop you like a hot fucking potato and not give a fuck. You gotta know who you're dealing with. And that's what I'm saying. There's signs, man. People they going off the heezy, but this shit here is so horrible. I had to say something about it. Like I guess like a lot of horrible shit happens, but that just between the kid factor and this seemingly good lady that they called an angel, all the things they said she did for other people, and the type of person that she was. Like, who deserves that? Jesus Christ. And she got out. Take it. Take it. That's what I was wondering. Was she resistant? She didn't she wanted, get another car. You can get it back. And they crazy. They nuts. Motherfucker could shut their car down. And then they only drove a few blocks. They didn't even get a good joyride out that shit because they know, I mean, that lady then lost her arm. If she had lived, you done fucked this lady up. You can't ride around in that shit. That's all I got. I'm out, y'all. Have a good one.